The Remote Invitational, the pinnacle of competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2021. 2020 was the year I was going to get my first YCS top. Sadly, the world had different plans. Now, 1 year later, we finally have official sanctioned events again, even though it's through remote dueling. It might not be the same, but at least it's something. When the extravaganza and the invitational were announced, I set myself a goal. I needed to be invited. After achieving my goal, I now have 1 week left to prepare myself for the Remote Invitational, a 16-man knockout live-streamed event. In this mini-series, I'll take you through my week, telling my competitive story. How did I get there? How did I prepare? Welcome to my competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! Journey, the Remote Invitational. Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to episode 3 of my competitive journey. Today we will be discussing everything that happened this week and the deck, of course. What deck am I going to play? So it is currently, for me at least, it's Thursday. For you guys it will be Friday afternoon. Happy Friday! And that means that the tournament is for you tomorrow and for me in 2 days. So let me walk you through the week as anything else that happened. So around Monday I got all my camera equipment, I think, and Tuesday was the day that we were going to make the setup and test it all out with Konami. And here is a video of the setup. So after careful deliberation, I figured that this is going to be my setup. Right there with the cam and the computer and the mic. And over here we have our remote duel setup with the camera that Konami so happily provided for us, pointing down on the screen. And right here, to flex a little bit on you guys more, we have the tokens, of course. Tokens are nice. A nice life pad, got a pass play card, so we can properly communicate with our opponents. And it would look something like this on screen, which is quite nice. Yeah, it's not the most room in the world, but I guess it works. And if you were wondering what I used this room for first, there are all my playmats. So they are kind of like a place to put my feet on now while dueling. So yeah, pretty solid. So it's a little bit different from what I'm used to. I'm sitting in my own room, which I normally sit at, like the work room that we have in the house. But there just wasn't enough room for the entire camera setup to work properly. So I had to switch things up a little bit, so I'm at my own desk right now, making it a little bit different, but I'm okay with that. We worked it out pretty cool. Yeah, overall it got me really stoked for the event, actually, because I like it sitting ready. So yesterday was locals, and I tested my setup, and the deck that I chose to play at locals is a deck that I discussed in episode 2. It was Dragon Link. Now, unfortunately, I don't have Chambermaids because I didn't buy the card when it was 10 euros, and now I'm not gonna buy it when it's 40, especially when we're at the end of the format. So I played Boneless Dragon Link, and I actually got 4th place, so we got a couple of booster packs to crack open in a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to have some fun with the game. I just wanted to understand Dragon Link a little bit more, and I have to say that I definitely now know the reaches of the deck more and the combos of the deck more, so I'm way more prepared to play against that deck, or to play the deck if I choose to play it. Big brain. So we got a couple of nice OTS 15 packs here. We only got 6. We got a couple like that we won from the first place and a couple that we had left from the last week. So let's open them up. Hope for a Ulti Hulk of Fibrix, of course. I spoiled it for myself. We got a crossover. I'm not even sure what that card does. This OTS pack is pretty interesting. I think there are a lot of cool cards that finally deserve like foil printing, and a lot of cards that were back. I don't understand the Armed Dragons coming back because they aren't really played in the pure Armed Dragon decks. Shadow Dragon, that's like exactly, this is one of the cards, like look at how gorgeous this card is. It's one of the very few cards Shadow didn't have foil yet, so it's pretty nice to see that it's finally getting a print after Beast was printed like 10 years ago. And we got a Zodiac Borbo, pretty nice as well, being only a rare. I sadly already have a playset of Super, so this one is pretty useless. I'm really looking for the ultis or a Noctovision Dragon, because I want more Noctovisions definitely. So let's get that. Dogmatica Punishment, also pretty nice. Now I have 2 copies, which should suffice in any deck that I will play it in. Pretty cool. Oh, not an ulti. It is Noctovision though. That's a card that I am very happy with. And a kind of damaged Arm Dragon level 7. Not sure if I did that. But I'm happy with that Noctovision. Now I have 2 copies for my Dragon Link deck. Which is enough. And in the last pack, can we get some last pack magic going on? Grand reveal. Can we look at the back? We cannot see ulti imprintings. That's unfortunate. Dry Rights and Barricade Work Blocker. Kind of late to the party, but overall pretty solid card, and it is still seeing play to this day. And I'm sure that if Orcust ever becomes meta again, then a card like this is still extremely good. So yeah, that's the small unpacking that I have for you guys. What also happened this week was Tuesday, after making the setup, I got the goodie bag gift box stuff thingies that we were supposed to get from Konami, and it's quite a lot. Not everything is here yet, but let's get to the goodies. So I knew that Konami was going to send us a couple of packages, including the filming equipment, but today another package has arrived. Now what could be in this? Okay, so I haven't looked, I just opened it. Let's see what's in there. So here we have a Dark Magician Girl deck box. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. And here we have, what's this? A t-shirt. YuGiOh Neuron, to promote their new Neuron, where you can look up all your cards. And it's on a large. They know their audience so well. Then we have like a bunch of other stuff. We have like the Remote Dual playmat. It's really cool. It's a mini playmat. Then here we have a the card flip that they want when they have to communicate with your opponent whether they can play or they should pass. And we have a couple of Dark Magician Girl, Dark Magician sleeves. Pretty nice. And then we have some chips. We have Kaiba. We have the Crystal Beast player, I think. And we have Joey. Pretty cool Kaiba chip. And we got some playmats over here for the grand reveal. What could it be? It's the structure deck Freezing Chain. Oh, here we have a Jaden chip. That's nice. Nice. Oh, nice gold. And then right here we have the Dark Magician Girl playmat. Now that's pretty cool. And we have more chips. We have Yugi, we have Taya for a nice number of chips. And then we have, now this is sick, the Remote Dual playmat. Now how cool is that? That's honestly pretty nice. Super happy with that. Huge package, and there's even more coming. So the only real thing we're missing right now is the dice. They will be shipped over later. Also will get the booster box from the Remote Invitational qualifier that I will open up on the channel, just because it's fun to open up a booster box that I won. Smile. So yeah, after this entire week of setting things up, hyping myself up, playing actually not that much Yu-Gi-Oh, weirdly. I kind of, like, because this format has been taking so long, I kind of know, like, I feel like I know every deck. And I kind of don't want to grind against like virtual world matches anymore than I have to. So it has been a surprising less amount of Yu-Gi-Oh this week. I will maybe play a local tonight. But fun thing to know is that actually today, on Thursday, I already had to send in my deck list. So I already did that because there was a deadline. And my deck list is final now, which is very interesting. So if you were wondering what I picked, I'll talk about that a little bit later, of course, to kind of keep the suspense in. So yeah, tournament's gonna be this weekend. I still don't know my starting time. It will be posted on their social media, and I will post my own starting time with the link to the stream as well if you wanna, catch me playing out live duels and hopefully not losing. The mindset of this entire tournament is I will be happy if I got into the top 4, because then you win the prize card, the Dual Dragon prize card. And of course, generally I want to win. I'm still aiming to win. I still think that's a very possible situation where I just win the tournament, even though it's like such a scary matchup. But the general goal is just to get into the top 4, and everything after that will be nice. And hopefully we get to call myself, and hopefully I get to call myself the King of Games next week, which will be funny because you will not get to hear the end of that. Once they officially call me King of Games, I will use it in literally every video because I can. And how fun will that be? It's gonna be so bad. But yeah, be sure to stay tuned this weekend to get the feature matches in and see what I'm playing and see what my opponents are all playing. It's gonna be a pretty hype tournament. Of course, I really want myself to win. If I can't win, then I want Danilo to win, the other Dutch guy that's playing. And after that, I don't care. Only the two of us really have to win, and it's good enough for me, basically. And otherwise, it would be nice to just strand in the top 4 and see where we get. So yeah, for tonight, I'm not sure if I want to play locals. I believe there's a fun local that I can join. There's also like another more competitive local, but I just don't see the point in testing because, like, any deck that's not like specifically like Guru, Numeron, or Paleo, or Madolchi, or Virtual World, or Dragon Link is like a matchup that I really don't care about and I really don't have to test anymore. So I kind of don't see the point in playing my own deck. I'm gonna sleeve it up in a little bit because we got these very nice official Konami sleeves of Dark Magician Girl, which are nice, and I'm super happy that I get to double sleeve the extra deck because I really don't want to have a game loss because my extra deck was shuffled into my actual deck, and I'm very scared that will happen, so I'm going to be double sleeving it. And yeah, I altered my list slightly, decking it a little bit more for the tournament to be like really prepared. And yeah, I really don't know what to add to that. I'm not sure if this is a short video due to the extra clips coming in because I'm looking at my recording time right now or not. But I think it's pretty safe to end it up here. Of course, I will not leave you guys with a cliffhanger because this is the final episode and we have to talk about the deck that we chose. So there are a lot of options. I bought every Drytron card because I'm pretty sure that it will either be safe or it will just live after the ban list. I have Virtual World at home right now because I borrowed it from Sam. So that's also a deck that I tested a lot this week. We have Eldritch Dragoon, of course, then we have Subterror. I have multiple builds with Dragoon or with Numeron. And I have PKBA, which is also a deck that I figured might be good because I just have to open droplets against Virtual World and then I basically won. After a lot of consideration, a lot of testing, talking to Sam about the deck that I wanted to pick. And after testing everything multiple times and walking it through my head and like goldfishing it, like just playing out test hands and just playing out combos and just kind of prepare, testing with Danilo as well, I'm pretty sure that I chose my deck and I built it correctly. So the deck that I will be playing this weekend is